Welcome to Manchester, nestled in the heart of the northwest of England. From the historic mills that delivered an industrial revolution, to the pulsating stadiums that echo with football fervour, Manchester's landmarks are the canvas upon which its illustrious story is painted. But what have you noticed about this video so far? It's not raining. Contrary to popular belief, Manchester does have its fair share of sunshine. The city has earned a long-standing reputation for being a location of frequent and substantial rainfall. This perception, deeply ingrained in the collective consciousness, has contributed to the widely held belief that Manchester rightfully bears the title of the wettest city in Britain. While it's true that we do experience our fair share of rainfall, it's essential to put this into perspective. Manchester's reputation for rain might have been slightly exaggerated. In fact, when we compare it to other cities in the UK, the difference isn't as drastic as one might think. According to the Met Office, Cardiff is Britain's wettest city with 1,152 millimetres falling on it each year. Manchester isn't even in the top 10, coming 15th in the UK, a long way behind Leeds and Preston. With Liverpool and Sheffield sharing very similar amounts, the question begins to form. What is people's obsession with Manchester's rain? The belief that Manchester is exceptionally rainy has been passed down through generations in casual conversations and anecdotes. This urban folklore helps to reinforce the reputation of the city's climate. Embracing the rain is also a form of regional pride for Mancunians. It's a shared experience that sets the city apart and contributes to a sense of identity. It's a way for locals to bond over a glib perception. Even though we don't get the most rain, we do of course get the best rain. Our dramatic photogenic precipitation only occurs in Manchester. The enormous thunderstorm in June didn't stop every Manchester City fan from celebrating their team's historic treble. This was a recent sight, sent around the world, to only strengthen the legend. Nevertheless, we can trace these rumours as far back as the 18th century. John Dalton, known for his groundbreaking work in atomic theory, may have had a hand in perpetuating Manchester's rainy reputation. It's said that Dalton, who called Manchester home, often made casual observations about the city's weather in his correspondence. In one notable instance, he mentioned Manchester's climate being characterized by frequent showers. This offhand comment may have inadvertently contributed to the notion that Manchester was particularly wet. Over time, as Dalton's stature in the scientific community grew, so did the influence of his observations, and thus the rainy reputation of Manchester. It's a classic case of a casual remark taking on a life of its own, becoming woven into the fabric of the city's identity. So, in a way, we can thank Mr. Dalton for adding a splash of meteorological mystique to Manchester's reputation. Manchester's climate played a crucial role in its emergence as a textile powerhouse during the Industrial Revolution. The city's relatively high humidity levels were indeed advantageous for the textile industry, particularly for the spinning of cotton. The moisture in the air helped prevent the cotton fibers from becoming too brittle, making them easier to work with and less prone to breakage during the spinning process. This natural humidity provided a consistent environment for textile production, allowing for more efficient and reliable manufacturing. The influx of cotton imports played a pivotal role in propelling Manchester to global prominence. As cotton production surged in the United States, particularly in the southern states, Manchester emerged as a major centre for processing and manufacturing this valuable raw material. Manchester's vast amount of mills, fueled by the cotton trade, became some of the most technologically advanced in the world. The city also has a strategic location, with access to key ports and transportation routes. The Manchester Ship Canal opened in 1894 and connected Manchester to the ports of Liverpool, providing a direct inland waterway for ships to reach the heart of the industrial northwest of England. This water route significantly reduced transportation costs and time compared to the traditional method of using the Mersey estuary and then transporting goods by rail or road. The canal facilitated the smooth and efficient import of raw materials, including cotton, directly to the industrial hubs of Manchester. With the Manchester Ship Canal in operation, cotton could be transported more quickly and cost-effectively, enabling the textile mills of Manchester to maintain a steady and reliable supply of raw materials. In its heyday, up to 5,000 people worked at the Manchester and Salford docks. Ships weighing up to 12,500 tons supplied Manchester with tea, fruit, lard, oil, grain, timber, and frozen cattle. This improvement in transportation infrastructure played a pivotal role in sustaining and enhancing the growth of the textile industry in Manchester, further solidifying its position as an industrial powerhouse during the late 19th and early 20th centuries. The canal brought a global dimension to Manchester's culture. The movement of goods through the canal facilitated international trade, and the city became more exposed to diverse cultures from around the world. The mixing of people from different backgrounds in the workplace and residential areas fostered a cultural exchange. Manchester became a melting pot where traditions, languages, and customs blended, contributing to a rich and diverse cultural landscape. The influx of people from different regions and backgrounds, drawn by economic opportunities linked to the canal, shaped the cultural fabric of the city, leaving a lasting legacy of diversity and cultural exchange. But let us not forget the railway's contribution to this ongoing tall tale. The Liverpool and Manchester Railway opened on September 15, 1830, and its inaugural day was marked by a historic event known as the Grand Coronation. The weather conditions on that day were unfavourable, and rain fell during various parts of the day. The rainy conditions added an additional challenge to the proceedings, making the historic event even more memorable. The rain is sometimes cited in discussions about the challenging circumstances surrounding the first day of operations, including the tragic incident involving the death of William Huskisson, a well-known political figure, received extensive news coverage which focused on the weather conditions possibly being a factor in the accident. Huskisson, who had decided to greet the Duke of Wellington, who was on another train, attempted to cross from one carriage to another and was struck by George Stephenson's locomotive, Rocket, which was moving along the tracks. The accident resulted in severe injuries to Huskisson's leg, and despite immediate medical attention, he succumbed to his injuries later that day. The death of William Huskisson on the inaugural day of the Liverpool and Manchester Railway is historically significant as the first recorded passenger fatality on a railway. Now that we've unravelled the mystery of Manchester's rainy reputation, we may just have to accept that it adds a unique charm to the city's identity, attracting tourists seeking an authentic and resilient urban experience. While the perception of frequent rain presents challenges, especially for those expecting sunny weather, Manchester has creatively developed diverse activities and embraced its cultural appeal. The city's ability to balance and market its distinct weather characteristics can play a crucial role in shaping a positive tourism experience. Whether rain or shine, Manchester invites visitors to explore its vibrant culture and rich history. If you have any other theories, why not share your thoughts in the comments? Until next time, stay curious and open to the unexpected charms of this dynamic city. If you enjoyed this history ramble, give us a thumbs up and please subscribe for more content.